Okay, I've got myself a fresh cup of coffee going here, and I hope my voice is going to hold out today. Now, I've turned our hood around. The railing that we were working on the last couple of days is over here. And so we're going to be wanting to put this one on. Now, I already have, very gently now, bent it into shape generally. Now, my plan was to just go ahead and glue it down and show you the final result. But because I've decided to do this one differently, I'm going to do a little bit of videoing, but hopefully not as much as we have been on the other railing. I'll move the camera in so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, what I've done here is I have made this one the same way as we made the other one. And to make this one, all you have to do is just flip it over and it becomes a mirror image. But this is what I want to do different. I'm thinking, why can't I, let's see if I can just very carefully grab hold of this without scratching it too badly. While I'm sitting here editing this out right now, I'm reminded of a helpful comment that I got from one of you viewers. And it went something like this: why don't you bend your railings to shape first and then paint them? Yeah, well, that's probably what I'm going to do when we get to the Rodney. It's too late now for the hood. I've got them all painted. Okay, I want to try and glue these two posts together so this becomes all one loop, you might say. And then what I can do is lay it down on top of the railing. Now, Jason was mentioning that it was pretty obvious. I forget exactly how he put it. Well, I'll find it and I'll put it on the screen here. Now, my apologies here. I was crediting Jason for something he didn't do. It was this guy. This thing here should have been on top of the lip. Like, remember we were talking about that lip that was all the way around? Well, it should have been on top of it, not tucked on the inside. And that's one reason why it didn't fit too good yesterday. In fact, it fitted terrible. That was a terrible job. I was embarrassed about that. The only good part about it is that that side will be against the wall. It's so small that when you look at it from arm's length, nobody's going to notice. But anyway, yeah, I did a terrible job there, and I'm kind of embarrassed about that. Anyway, let's see if we can do a better job here today. I'm going to see if I can glue these two posts together now. I'll reposition everything. I don't know if I'm going to use the helping hands or what here, but, well, the helping hands will probably end up bending this. It's so fragile. We'll think of something. Now, I think this is the first time that I've ever done anything quite like this. I'm going to try not to shake it out of your field of view. Now, what I want to do here, maybe these tweezers are too, no, these are my skinny tweezers. I want to get it in there to push this bottom rail down. I'll find something else here. Maybe the holder downer. Okay, now the idea is to get this bottom rail stuck down onto the masking tape. Like the masking tape is supposed to be sticky side up here. It's not very sticky for some reason. Now this one here, I'll try and bring it up just like that. Hold it down. Let me check the monitor. How's that look? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay, now the idea is when I put just a little bit of CA on there, that if it does run down and glue itself to the masking tape, it should pull away. I'm hoping. Okay, now I realize that I did not have any CA thin in my little cup to sample a little bit. Now, let's try not to overdo it here. Just let it run down. Maybe that wasn't enough. No, let me check the monitor. Okay, I do believe that's glued together. We'll let it cure, break it loose from the masking tape, and then I can reinforce it if I think it needs be. Okay, I guess you can see that I've slipped on the super macro here. I was looking up in the monitor just now, and it's almost as though I may have got that one post tucked in behind the other. Maybe I'll swing everything around here and we'll try and get a different perspective. Yeah, I think that's what's happened here. And it's almost like my CA doesn't want to stick to the paint. Unless I'm just imagining it. Oh, that worked better. Okay, are we going to hold together now when we pull off the masking tape? I'm pretty sure we will. Grab it right here. Now I was going to put this on here, and I just noticing I got a little bit of debris here. Now we will be going over this entire ship after it's all completed and with the compressed air and what have you. And this is the first time I'm trying this on. So it's not going to fit too good. Just drop it down. Oh my. You're probably not going to believe that I haven't already tried this on because it fits so good. It doesn't seem to want to fit underneath the barrel of the gun, though. I don't think I can push that back. I'll put the macro lens on, then you can see better what's happening. Yes, I am very pleasantly surprised at how well this is fitting without any tweaking. Now you can see here, oh, come on. Okay, so the problem is, I'll get it. Okay, now, when I try to get it up on the ledge, it looks to me as though the gun barrel is just pushing down on the top rail there. Now, maybe what I should do is get this post that I'm touching right now glued down on the top, and then just sort of work my way around, because once this is fastened down here, then I'll be able to shove the other stuff into place, and the same way around the back. It might be kind of hard to get everything on the top of that lip. What can I do about that gun barrel? See if I can just shove this whole thing back just a little. What will happen? Am I going to break it off? No, I glued it on too hard. You know, one of the viewers made the comment that I shouldn't have glued this on now. I forget exactly how he put it. And it seems to me I kind of took him a bit wrong and got a little bit cranky with him. But he was talking about, why did I glue this gun on now? Now that's not exactly how he put it, but that was the idea. Just let me think about this for a minute here. Okay, I've thought about it, and I'm just wondering what would happen if I was to bend this one rail down. Just a little bit. It's kind of hard to grab hold of here, just a little bit. Because we're looking at fractions of a millimeter. Now, I realize that you don't want to be watching me doing this all day. So let's hurry up and get it done here. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, here's the plan. I don't have any glue on the applicator yet, but I want to try and glue this one section down from here to here, and then after it cures, start bending everything else into shape and just sort of working my way around. Now, I'm hoping that when I do glue this, don't bump it out of place. Maybe I should be using the holder downer to hold it down onto, because this post looks like it's not right down on the corner, doesn't it? I didn't realize that until yeah. Okay, I gotta readjust. Now, you can't imagine all the fiddling around I've just done to try and get this. I'm trying to get just that one corner in just the right place. And I believe that post is on the corner. It looks good to me. Now, I know the back is terrible. You know, it's off about a millimeter. And I know that, where's something else here? Mr. T's pointing device. Okay, now I know that from this part from here to here, this little short rail right here that I'm almost touching, but don't want it because I'll knock it off. Okay, I realize that it goes up at a bit of an angle, but my goal is right now to try and get just a tiniest amount of CA on the corner, and then I can start working my way around. Now, you know me and tiniest bit. There's no such thing. I mean, those words don't go together in the same sentence. Oh. Oh, I have to shut the camera off. Okay, we're back. Now, this time I'm going to try it just a little bit differently here. I'm going to see if I can do that whole bottom rail all at the same time. Okay, I do believe we've got it. Now, let's let that cure and then see what we can do. See you in about 10 minutes. Okay, it is actually closer to an hour, and I can visually see that the CA has cured. When it cures, it gets sort of a, I don't know, plasticky look. Now, let's just see if we can pull this out and get this post on top of Okay, it's possible that my holder downer is in the way. In order to get that far post right on the corner, I have to sort of pull it a bit to the right here. Oh, not that much. Yeah, start again. Maybe if I was to grab it like this and just go right here. See, I want to get it on top of that lip, right? I mean, that's the whole idea of trying to do that. Alright, let's do it the way we had it before. See if I can lift this up. If I put the... Can I lift this up? No, that's not working. Okay, I'm trying to rest my hand on something here. Okay, now I realize that it's wrong right there. But if I pull this out, if I pull this out, then this post is not going to be on top of the corner, so I don't know which is worse. I don't know which is worse here because it just doesn't look right here. Well, let's just pull this out here. Like that, and then I'm hoping you can still see this, and then put that there. Okay, let's just glue this radius part, and then later on maybe we can pull this post out and glue it in place. Okay, let's try not to bump anything here now. Oh, and I did. Okay, now let's just leave that. You know what? This other section right here, I think I'm going to glue that because it looks just about right. Unless it should go in just a tiny bit here. It's after 1 right now. That means it's well after lunchtime. And today is Sunday. It's pizza day, remember? About 3 days ago we made a pizza and I said I'm going to save it for Sunday. Well, that's right now. I can't see any getting on there. Ooh, I bumped it again. Well, it's cured down there anyway. Okay. Let's quit. Let's just quit here. Let's warm up some pizza. Okay. Now, before we hear the story about this knife, I think it's safe to take this off of here. Probably about 15 minutes has passed now. So I should be able to get this out. There we go. Now, let me recompose everything here. Now, I have to be careful with this knife. It's not as sharp as a brand new number 11 hobby knife blade, but it's pretty near that close because I keep sharpening it on a steel. And you'll notice that it's sort of concaved here from being sharpened over and over again. Well, I didn't do that. I mean, when I got this knife, it was already like this. This used to be my grandfather's knife, now on my dad's side. Now, I don't know how old this knife is, but it comes from a set. And I'm guessing it could be 100 years old. I do believe this is a bone handle, but I'm not sure. Anyway, it's sort of nostalgic to me because my grandfather used to use it. And I can remember him using it and seeing him using it when I was a little kid. And he had Parkinson's disease, and so he had this was his special knife, and he used to sharpen it and keep it extra sharp because it made it easier for him to cut whatever he wanted to cut at the table. And anyway, so yeah, I ended up with it, and now I'm using it. Not because I have to, but I use it just because it's very nostalgic. So that's why I've got this knife, and that's why it looks the way it does. Yeah, well, it's very special to me. Now, about the pizza. If you remember 3 days ago when I was making the pizza, oh, by the way, I've just heated this up in the microwave. It's probably pretty hot. Yeah, when I made the pizza, I calculated out how many calories there would have been in the total pizza. And the total pizza, there would have been a total of 4,707 calories. Okay, so then after it cooked, it weighed 1,396 grams. So what I've done is I've calculated how many calories there is on the average per piece. Now, I must have been hungry because I'd cut the pizza into 8 pieces, and I picked the largest of the 8. So not that there was a huge difference, but anyway, I wanted to calculate now how many calories there is in this piece. Now, it's already sitting on the plate, but I know the plate weighs 151 grams. So let me recompose here. Okay, so 303 minus 151 equals 100 and, can you read that? It should say 152. Okay, 152 grams at 3.37 calories per gram. So I'll go times 3.37 equals. Okay, 512 calories. Now, I had mentioned to one of the viewers that I would show what was underneath this big slab of extra topping that I've made. This is I hope I can get it open here. I should be able to. The topping is actually more fattening than the... Yeah, see, there is other stuff in there. Yeah. It's a Delicio Deluxe, so whatever that comes with. Okay. Thanks for watching, folks. And all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.